Hello and welcome to iasorigin. Today I bring before you the most debatable issue, UCC or the Uniform Civil Code. One law for all the religion, be it Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Jain, Parsi. This has gained momentum because of one of the newses, which is about the Law Commission to held meeting on seeking public opinion. The Law Commission has sought public opinion and discussions over the UCC. So the government is planning to implement UCC. This has become one of the major questions. So today in this topic, we will be discussing everything about the Uniform Civil Code. Before starting on to our topic, I would like to tell you that you can enroll with iasorigin for prelims plus mains program, where you will get live classes, one-to-one mentorship session, unlimited recorded access, and personalized strategy plan with personalized timetable for you. So let's begin with our topic. So back then in 1948, when the constitution was getting framed, there was a lobby divided over the implementation of UCC. Owing to the vast pluralism in India and the derogatory practices that were prevailing in various religions, government wanted to bring a common law to all. There were discriminatory practices regarding women. In Muslim personal laws, there were practices like triple talaq and polygamy, which subjugated the position of women. Similarly, in Hindus, there was a restriction on remarriage of women after a husband's death, whereas this right was granted to the men. Why such discrimination existed? So, the people of the Constituent Assembly wanted to go away with these discriminatory practices. So, owing to these practices, they wanted to implement one particular law common to all. But this could not take place because of the already violent situation prevailing in our country during that time. Already due to partition, there was a lot of bloodsheds, and there was also a rage in public on the topic of UCC, be it Islamic fundamentalist or be it Orthodox Hindu. Everyone was opposed. They said that this will endanger their religion. So as a compromise, UCC became a part of DPSP. DPSP are the directive principles of the state policy. Under it, in Article 44, UCC was written down. But DPSP being the unenforceable part of the constitution, they had no legal backing. And it was mentioned that state shall endeavor to implement UCC as and when the time was ripe. Shall endeavor means make efforts for the implementation of UCC. But 7 decades down the line of independence, UCC is still not implemented in India. What are the reasons for it? Because people of India followed their personal laws like Sharia laws in Muslims, and the Hindus follow the Shastras. So there is a huge difference. So they follow these in the matters of marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, and all such personal spheres. So, what are the challenges because of which till date UCC is not being able to implement? So here we'll be talking about it. It is said that diverse personal laws and customary practices. इंडिया में इतनी ज़्यादा diversity है, religion के basis पे देखा जाए, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Parsis, देखा जाए तो geographical extent के basis पे. Geographically, Northeast India is quite different from the whole of India. Similarly, North India is different from South India. For example, in Nagaland, the parliamentary laws do not apply. Nagaland follow their own customary practices when it comes to religion and other customs. They do not follow the parliamentary laws. उनका खुद का एक particular culture है जिसको वो preserve करते हैं. And similar is the case with the 6th schedule area. And there's a quite difference in the northeastern states also. When you talk about Arunachal Pradesh, women को right of inheritance है. They do get all the properties जो उनके forefathers को belong करती है. But similarly, when you talk about Manipur, women have no right of inheritance. Such a huge difference between the one region also. And when we talk about Christians, in the Kerala, the women there are prohibited from getting inheritance of the property. So there is a huge difference. The question is whose right is right and whose right is wrong. Here is the biggest problem in the implementation of UCC. So there exists a geographical distance to a great extent. When we talk about other differences like marriage, in South India, A marriage between an uncle and a niece is considered to be the purest form of marriage. But when in North India or Hindus we consider, people in the same gotra can't get married. Such a huge difference. यहाँ पे lineage देखते हैं कि marriage के लिए और वहाँ पे uncle and niece की शादी को pure consider किया जाता है. So again the question is whose right is right and whose right is wrong. Here, then we move on to divorce. When it comes to divorce, in Hindu laws, you can get divorced only when your marriage is completed at least 6 months or 1 year. While in Parsis, you can get divorced the next day of getting married. So there exists a difference in the time period related to divorce. These are the different kind of practices being followed on different religions. And next is the resistance from the religious and minority groups. Now the minority group fear that they might be superimposed, they might be subdued because of the majority force. A majority religion is being trying to impose on them. People think that India में Hindu laws follow किए जाते हैं. Hindus would dominate them. As a result, the minorities are opposing UCC that their culture might be lost. The next challenge is the practical difficulties and complexities. Owing to such vast difference in the practices, complexities, if we try to implement a particular law, whose law would be compromised? Which group will give away their practices so that UCC gets implemented? For example, if we talk about the most famous Shah Bano case of Supreme Court, back then during 1980s, Rajiv Gandhi की government जब थी, Shah Bano case was filed. Shah Bano case. She was married for a period of 40 years and according to Muslim Sharia laws, she was entitled to get an alimony or maintenance of 3 months only. Can you imagine? 40 years of marriage and maintenance just of 3 months. Such discriminatory practice. As a result, she approached the Supreme Court of India, where Supreme Court ruled in favor of Shah Bano and the maintenance was given to her. But this led to a huge fuel in fire. Many Islamist and fundamentalists came onto road in protest that their religion is being targeted and this has to be stopped. As a result, Muslim women protection law was passed by Rajiv Gandhi government. Time and again, such incidences have happened and there have been many Shah Banos, not just in one religion but all the religions, be it Hinduism, be it Parsi, be it Jain, be it Christian community. So all that UCC wanted was to end this discrimination or derogatory practice so that discrimination is not made on the basis of gender and all the laws are gender neutral and proved to be equally to all. Let's talk about what will be the significance. So these were some of the challenges which come in the way of the implementation. But if UCC gets implemented, then what will be the potential benefits of it? Now let's discuss with it. Gender justice and equality. As I said, in most of the laws, women are subjugated. They have been discriminated. So when UCC will be implemented, all the laws will be gender neutral. And this will also be in consonance with our constitutional mandates of equality. Again, then it is modernization and reforms of the outdated regressive practices. The issue is this, that we have moved on so far, but why are we still following such archaic laws? When we talk about countries like Turkey, Jordan, Egypt, Tunisia, they have abolished the triple talaq. They have abolished polygamy. So why in India can't we implement these things? Why are we still following these archaic laws? The question here comes about this, to do away with the old customary laws. And the next is national integration and secularism. When everyone will come under one net of rules, there will be no discrimination based on religion. There will be no political propagandas for the basis of religion. There will be one religion. There will be one set of rules which will be common to all. Just like the societies of ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, which will follow one set of principles for all. But when it comes to India, is it so easy to implement it? And the question is, it's not at all easy because India is such a vast country with such a lot of diversity, be it in religion, be it in geography. So what we need is unity among its people, not uniformity. Unity is needed so that the people live peacefully with India as a nation, not any particular religion. So we can say that UCC is definitely needed, but only when there is a consensus from all the groups, so that we live in the unity in diversity and follow our own culture, so that we can happily say that India is a country with unity in diversity. That's all about UCC. I hope you liked the video. Do like and comment, and for more such videos, subscribe to our channel IAS Origin.